What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and of course this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video. It seems like our boy is finally back. That's right, the Ginfluenza has broken and our boy Phil has managed to come back and actually stream part-time. That's right, last night he decided to jump on, of course on his day off, and replenish the WWE Champions Fund. That's right. Apparently the fund must have gotten so depleted that Phil had to leave the CDC quarantine room that he's currently residing in and actually stream. That's right, folks. And of course, Phil turned this into a 30-minute drama-filled "feel sorry for me, please wail out" segment last night, which was pretty pathetic. But anyway, we're glad you're back, Phil. We're glad the swollen brain syndrome is being handled by your magical Advil pills. That's right, folks. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 2nd of November, 2023. What? That's right. I did actually return to streaming today in a very limited capacity. I did not come back for a daytime stream. However, I did a late night stream of Alan Wake 2, and it was fun, and people showed up, and people supported, and I made it through it, which was good. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm plugging in my headphones to charge them. Yeah, unlike Sunday night, where I had taken the daytime off to recuperate because I felt like I was starting to get sick, and I said, oh, don't worry, I'll come back tonight for a Spider-Man 2 stream. By the end of the Spider-Man 2 stream, I was so sick. I was congested. I, sounded awful, felt awful, told you all as much, right? Today was kind of the opposite, where earlier, first half of the day, I was feeling better and better during the course of the day. In fact, the sad fact is that my wife is feeling worse and worse. She's in the early stages of this cold that I've had, while I'm in the later stages and recovering from it. So after having done a lot of the responsibilities I needed to do, like get these groceries that I had paid for delivery, get them in and make dinner for us and clean up and everything, then I was able to stream tonight. It went pretty good, I would say. 2 hours of Alan Wake 2. Great progress. It was all Saga tonight. There's the two characters, Saga and Alan himself. And the 2 hours of Saga gameplay was fun. It was a new area, open world exploration, a lot of enemies, a lot of puzzles and discovery and horror elements, and some funny stuff too. A lot of fun interaction with the audience, a few idiotic trolls, and they got banned, and I don't give two fucks about them. But it was a good time overall. It was good coming back. As you can hear, I'm still congested. I'm definitely not 100%. But as long as I stay on my meds, my migraine strength Advil, all right? And as long as I take that, the 2 doses I've been taking a day, I should be all right. And I actually took it midstream tonight and maintained the fact that I don't have head pressure or anything like that, which is really, really good. Every day I'm getting a little better, which is excellent. So I want to say thanks. Anyone who was here tonight and who chilled with me and who put up with this, because I sound awful. I'm blowing my nose. I'm clearing my sinus passages so I can talk and not cough. And I apologize for that. But overall, I think it was a really good stream. It was good to be back. People liked to have me back. People were very supportive. We're, in general, a really great audience, and I really had a good time.
Yes, unlike the other days where Phil streamed, where it's different when he snorts and sneezes and burps during those other streams. There's no difference there, Phil. You snort and you make disgusting sounds on every stream. I didn't see any difference from what you did last night to your previous streams. There's no difference, but regardless of the way. Yes, that's right, folks. Phil did stream last night, and of course, OIC came in with the anonymous tips and decided to whale out for our boy Phil. And I think he ended up making like $270 or something last night in tips. No real memberships, really no significant super chat. So yet again, 2 whales came in and help Phil, replenish the WWE Champions Fund. That's right, folks. And let's not forget, this video right here, I believe I cut it down to about 8 minutes. This guy rambled on for almost 12 minutes about fucking support and about the playthrough and how this is going to impact the business. Dude, it's beyond ridiculous. But of course, you know, last night he wanted to make sure that he didn't make this about money. He just wanted to actually come in and play some games and hang out with the Dents. Yes, that's right, folks. But of course, he changed his tune towards the very end. And we'll get into that once he touches on, of course, the business and support.
So thanks for that. So tonight, obviously, you're going to see 2 new parts of Alan Wake 2 finally, and this daily wrap, and that's my content for today. Now, does this mean that I'm fully back starting tomorrow, Friday, November 3rd? I'd like to say yes, but I cannot guarantee that, so allow me to explain. Number 1, not a hope that I continue to get better, or at least that I don't revert. There's been times in my life when I've been very sick. I thought I was getting better, and then I went 2 steps back. In fact, the sickest I've ever been, I had the flu in my 20s, and this was when I had that helicopter job, and I was off the job for about a week, got home sick, and I thought I was healed. I went back to the job, and it recurred, and I got sick again, and I had to lose another week of work. I went back to the doctor. He's like, yeah, you have recurring pneumonia. You know, you have to be sure that you're 100% before you go back, or it's going to keep happening. So I don't want to jump the gun. You know what I mean? I want to play it by ear. Will I be able to eat something before I go to sleep? Will I be able to have a sound night's sleep? I hope so, right? Will I be able to wake up tomorrow, feel refreshed, be ready for a day of streaming? I hope so. Like this morning, I was feeling good, right? So I had breakfast with my wife. I was like, I'm gonna go take a shower. And I came upstairs, like, let me shave. I'll go to shave. All of a sudden, I get hit with a wave of dizziness. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. So I put the razor down. I said, forget it. I'm not doing this. I laid on the bed for like 15 minutes till I regained my composure, and then I went and I took a shower. That's what I mean. Like, I don't want to go too crazy, heavy into it, and then all of a sudden, boom, I get hit. And oh man, I overdid it, right? So ideally, if everything goes according to plan and I'm good and my wife is good, here's what I'd like to do tomorrow on Friday. I'd like to return with the Level 1 podcast here in the morning, usual time, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. I would like to tell you, a little recap about what's been going down, what happened yesterday, or today, I should say, because today, for the first time ever, I ordered groceries for delivery, and it did not go very well according to plan. And I'd like to tell you all about that situation and how it goes, because I found it very, very annoying, to say the least. And I think people should know what they're getting into if they look to do it themselves, because I was looking to do it. I'd never done it, even during the COVID years of 2020 and all that, when you really couldn't even, go to the store without risk. I always went to the store, and I stayed away from ordering. And after today's experience, maybe I should have just gone anyway, even though I was super sick. I don't know. I want to tell you the story, okay? But obviously, I want to tell you about everything else that's going on. Also, a big thing in the discussion, everyone tonight wanted to talk about, so what's going to happen with this playthrough? When are you starting with this game? When's the Halloween event going to happen now? And what's this and what's that? So everyone, we're talking about that tonight. Because I want to play Alan Wake 2. I've been dying to play this all week long. I've been sick. I haven't been able to play any games. The whole point tonight is to play Alan Wake 2. If I sit here and I answer your questions about all this all night, number one, not everyone's going to be here to hear the answers. And number two, I'm not going to get any gameplay in. So I said, we're not doing that tonight. No questions about that stuff. We will talk about it the next time we have a chance to sit down and discuss it. So when are you going to do that? Well, obviously during a podcast, right? So if everything goes according to plan, during the podcast, we'll talk about my illness, the food delivery, the future with the playthroughs I'm doing, the games I'm covering, any future marathons, the Halloween event, the apocalypse, all this stuff. That'll be the big discussion on the podcast tomorrow.
Now, remember I mentioned that this video was like 12 minutes long. The reason why it was 12 minutes long, because of course Phil just said right here, we're not going to discuss any of this tonight, right? And then he proceeds to fucking discuss it like an idiot. That's why the video was over 12 minutes long, and that's why your boy Duty just cut it the fuck out, because it's just redundant bullshit. So what he's going to do is he's going to milk this. That's all he's doing. He's milking the fucking sickness. He's going to use this for his podcast material. So of course today's podcast is going to be an hour and 45 minutes of the Herculean tales of woe is me, Phil. He had the 12 trials of Hercules, going through this fucking, what sounds like a fucking cold. It doesn't sound like COVID. It sounds like a fucking cold, Phil. Shit that happens to millions of people every fucking day. People get sick, they feel like shit for a few days, they get better, and then they carry the fuck on. You? No. Oh no. No. God, it has to be fucking, cold black. Gotta go to the CDC because, the T virus is now spreading. That's fucking Phil. You got a fucking cold. It's fine, dude. Drink some tea, have some honey, fucking drink plenty of water, eat some saltine crackers, call it a fucking day. Rest, you'll be alright. Take some fucking meds, and you'll be fucking okay, Phil. But no, not Phil. Phil has to turn this shit into, someone gave him the fucking plague. That's what Phil has to turn this shit into. And of course, today he'll just talk about this shit on the podcast, and he'll milk it to fucking death. And of course, he's going to talk about the business and support and money and how this all set him back, which he's going to get into that right now. Of course, he can't talk about all this other shit, but, he's sure going to bring up support and how the business is in trouble. So let's keep going on this. So we're almost done because Phil is just a fucking moron.
So that's my full intentions, all right? I want to say thanks to those who supported tonight. And another big area of discussion is very simply going to be, what happened now, because October's end sucked. It did, and it's no one's fault. It's just I got sick, right? So, how can we maybe help for that? I don't know. We'll talk about it. But, bottom line is, yeah, that really stunk. We were in the end of October, and here's the home stretch, the last few days where people were going to support this channel in many different ways. That Halloween marathon, traditionally, people always show up and support this channel in a big way for the Halloween event. We probably would have got a ton of new members and everything, and none of that happened. And now what sucks is that's going to big time hurt me when I get paid this month coming up. And I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be basically short now of what I normally would make, and that's not good. But that's not your fault. It's no one's fault. I got sick. It sucks, right? So we'll talk all about this, all right? So no worries. Everything tonight was great. I'm very grateful. People were so supportive. They came out. They hung out. I had a great time with Alan Wake too. I'm hoping for a full day of streaming tomorrow. We'll see. And we'll go from there. All right, everyone? Please have a good night. Enjoy the Alan Wake gameplay. Hopefully I'll see you in the morning for the podcast if I can be here for it. And if not, then hopefully at least I'll see you for the gameplay of Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man 2. And I hope that you all have a safe and fun night. And I'll see you all as soon as I can. Peace out. Later.
That's right, folks. Help! That's what Phil is saying here. Help! The business is in trouble. You know what could resolve this issue and not put you in such dire strait because you had to take a few days off of your business? Not spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in WWE Champions. Maybe taking Keemstar's offer for $50K on a podcast. Maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking retarded or stupid. I'm not sure either what it is. But maybe if you did those things, you didn't do WWE, you didn't waste thousands on WWE Champions, and you took Keemstar's offer for the podcast, you wouldn't have to sit here and be worried that the business is under attack. That's right, Phil. And yes, you are correct. It's no one's fault. It is someone's fault. And that someone is you. Because you, sir, just make stupid decisions in your life, right? And then when you get hit with the consequences, you scream and cry and you're ridiculous, Phil. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see some special marathons going on in November so that Phil can recoup the lost income from October. Phil, I'm sorry. October's done. It's over with. You didn't make the money you believe you should have earned. That's your fault, Phil. And it's your problem. And yet again, it wouldn't be an issue if you didn't spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on a mobile game that gives you sweaty JPEGs. That's right. Yeah, straight up. See, Phil, this is when I talk about where you're not a serious person, you're not a serious man, you don't prepare for life, You just do what the fuck you want to do, and then you say to yourself, it is what it is, and you'll deal with the consequences after. And these are the fucking consequences, Phil. And apparently all of your life you've had someone there to kind of prop you up and not let you fall and save you. The problem with that, Phil, is eventually that luck runs out. Eventually you run out of people to sit there and protect you and make sure that you don't fall. You just do, Phil. And the problem with your dents is that, yeah, they wheeled out yesterday. They gave you $260. That was 2 people, Phil. Do you think those people are going to come out again and wheel out for you tomorrow and the day after and the day after? No, your support is going to dry up yet again. And you're going to go back to your barely scraping and getting $50 a day on your tips. Super chats are going to just be meh. And your memberships aren't going to grow. You're going to have to rely yet again on OIC to come in and drop huge gifted memberships. And you're already down to 420? I think you're down to 420 in members. You're probably going to dip yet again today. And you're going to be back down to 300, Phil. And of course, yet again, you're going to rely on the generosity of strangers. You're going to rely on your 2 or 3 dents to prop you the fuck up. And they may. But Phil, yet again, you don't learn your lesson. Eventually, that luck is going to run the fuck out. But no. Phil's 41 years old. He figured he managed living, he managed his existence this way for 41 years. He may be lucky and can do it for another 40. That just doesn't work that way, Phil. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Today's podcast should be the start of the Beg-magedón. That's right, folks. Phil's just going to go on a tear and beg. And, and don't put it past him. He may move the goalpost yet again and say he needs a tier 2 tip goal for each stream. That's right, folks. So, Dents, get your Velcro wallets out and make sure you have money to support. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.